Hi, good morning. This is Will's on Wednesday. Realized this morning that it's Thursday, but we're going live anyway because we have some important information to share with you. Will's on Wednesday, we're going to talk today about what happens when you pass away and you have property in two different states. And I'm here in Georgia. I'm here in the North Metro Atlanta area. And I work with a lot of families that have second homes or own property with family members in another state. A lot of times that state would be Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And I know right now our hearts and thoughts go out to North Carolina and South Carolina. And a lot of families that I know have vacation homes on the coast. On the Atlantic coast. But what happens if you pass away here and you live in Georgia and that's your second home, a vacation home on the beach somewhere, or you have a property in the mountains, say in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee? What happens if you pass away? Well, the short answer is that you're going to likely have to open a probate proceeding here in Georgia and going to have to go through whatever state that we're talking about where the property is. If that's North Carolina or South Carolina or Florida, you'll have to open another probate proceeding in that state as well. What that probate proceeding would look like will vary from state to state. Will vary also depending on the type of property and how it was held. But you can actually plan and have more predictability and know exactly what's going to happen if you get your estate planning in order. And a lot of times I'll help families who have properties in other states. We'll set up a trust for them. And sometimes a trust just doesn't make sense. And so sometimes we'll work with an attorney in the state where their property is located. And yes, you may have to involve an attorney in the state where that property is located for multiple reasons. But the main reason is you want to make sure that you do everything that you can to plan according to that state's laws, because it will be state specific. So a lot of times I'll work with an out-of-state attorney in, say, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, all the states that surround Georgia here. I'll work with an attorney in that state to prepare a deed that will help carry out what my client wants to have happen when he or she passes away to that property. So if you happen to have property in another state and you want to plan for how that property passes to someone after you pass away, or even during your lifetime you can have this happen, then seek out a qualified attorney here in Georgia that can help you. They can work with attorneys in other states. Again, attorneys do it all the time to seek out guidance, support, and proper planning for clients in other states. And we can make sure that your family memories at that vacation home, your family property that's been in your family for a really long time, passes as you wish for it to pass when you pass away. Sometimes that might look like a will-based plan, and sometimes it will be a trust-based plan. Depending on the state, again, you have to go by the other state's rules just as much as you have to go by Georgia, even if you pass away here. So reach out to an attorney, reach out to us here at Atlanta Wills and Trust Law Group. We'd love to talk to you about how you can make sure that that second property, that second home, a vacation home, a beach home, or just property that you go and camp on occasionally, and it doesn't have any structures on it whatsoever, passes to your family seamlessly without any question as to what you wanted, and will cost less money for your family after the fact if you do some planning now. Thank you for joining us today. Will's on Wednesday. We're talking about vacation homes, second homes, family property here, and what happens to that property when you pass away. If you have any more questions, if you'd like to talk to us about your plan and whether it addresses it or not, reach out to us at team@RefeccaLaw, R-E-F as in Frank, E-C-A-L-A-W.com, or give us a call at 770-508-6525, and we can give you a complimentary consultation appointment here in the office. Thank you for joining us. Amy, Rebecca, Wills on Wednesday.